Hi, Julie. It's great to see you again. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. I'm feeling a little anxious. Didn't sleep well again last night.
Yeah, I can hear you. Lack of sleep can significantly impact our mood and our energy levels. And it makes sense that you're feeling a little bit more anxious today. I do want to just remind you that it's okay to be where you are right now. And we're going to work together on finding ways to manage that anxiety that you're expressing. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Before we get into specific work today, I want to start by helping you feel a little bit more grounded right now. So, grounding experiences can help us bring us back into the present moment and then help us manage those feelings of anxiety or when we're feeling overwhelmed. So, let's do a quick exercise together. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. You can participate at your own pace, and I'm here to guide you through it.
Okay.
So, to start, I just want you to sit comfortably. And then wherever you are, whatever chair you may be in. And then we're going to add to that grounding exercise that we have been doing by placing your feet to the ground. And then we're just going to take a breath in for 4 seconds, hold that for two, and then we're going to breathe out for 6 seconds. Ready to try that?
Yeah.
Remember, I'll guide you through that. So we're going to take a deep breath in for four. Ready? Hold for two and breathe out for six. How are you feeling right now? Do you feel a little bit better?
Yeah, a little less tense.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. This grounding exercise can help with that anxiety when it's high or increased, or maybe when you may feel disconnected from the present, can help you bring you back into where you are. And this is an important tool in trauma informed work because it helps your body feel safer. So now that we're a little bit more grounded right now, I want to introduce a technique from CBT, or it's also called cognitive behavioral therapy. And this is another way that you can manage your anxious thoughts, especially when those thoughts may be connected to past experiences or situations that you may have had. So, the goal here is to challenge unhelpful or disoriented thinking patterns that keep us stuck in cycles of trauma. Would you be open to identifying maybe a specific thought or worry you've been having that's connected to your anxiety or those sleeping problems you mentioned?
Um, I don't know if it's connected, but I keep thinking that something else might happen, that something bad might happen again.
Thank you for sharing that, Julie. It sounds like that thought about something bad happening is maybe creating a lot of fear and preventing you from being able to rest at night. So let's go ahead and break this thought down a bit. In CBT, we call this type of thing a cognitive distortion. So it's often automatic, an exaggerated thought that feels real in the moment, but it may not be entirely truthful. So let's go ahead and take a closer look by having me ask you a couple questions. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So what evidence supports this thought? Like what's the actual likelihood that something bad will happen to you when you try to sleep?
Um, I don't know, I guess. I don't really, other than my friend, passing away, other than that, I don't know, but
Mhm.
um, I just feel scared all the time.
No, that's helpful still. Thank you for sharing that. It sounds like you may have had a couple or many nights of sleep where, nothing really happened. But yet the fear still shows up and you're still unable to sleep. So another question I want to ask is what evidence contradicts this thought? Or what are some times when you've been able to sleep?
Ever for the past few months, I haven't been sleeping great. I slept fine before, but now I just feel like my thoughts don't stop.
Makes a lot of sense. Anxiety and these types of experiences that we go through can trick us into believing that the worst may happen or that we may go through it as well, even when the evidence shows that we're safe. It's kind of a mechanism that our brain uses to keep us safe, um, even though there's no danger. Can I ask what's a more balanced or realistic way to think about the situation? Maybe is there a way to remind you that you are safe as you're going to sleep, even when that worry or kind of anxiety comes up?
Um, I I I guess I could try to be better at I like telling myself that nothing bad is going to happen and just every night before bed, I guess I could try to do that more.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything um, like in that environment in your bedroom that can make you feel a little bit more safer at night?
I sleep with a stuffed animal every night for comfort. It's kind of embarrassing to say, but I don't know. I just always have, so I do use that.
That is not embarrassing at all. That's, a great way to make yourself feel comfortable is, stuffed pillows or animals or blankets can sometimes help us feel safe at night and can help us sleep a little bit better. So that's a great way to challenge that thought when it arises. And it's not really about ignoring that fear when it comes, but it's about recognizing that anxiety and fear doesn't reflect reality. So you've been safe before, and you have some tools to manage these feelings. Do you think it'd be okay to practice saying to yourself next time you feel anxious about sleeping something along the lines of, I'm okay, I've been safe before, I have my stuffed animal with me, and maybe your favorite blanket, and that you're doing everything you can to take care of yourself?
Yeah, I could definitely try doing that more.
Okay. I'm really proud of you, Julie, and the work that you have done thus far. You have engaged with all the exercises as well as the cognitive restructuring technique so thoughtfully. One of the main principles of um, therapy is that healing happens when we feel safe, validated, as well as empowered. So, by grounding yourself and challenging those thoughts, you've already really taken important steps to reclaim that sense of control over your anxiety. I want to remind you that you are always in control of what we do together. And if at any point something feels too much, we can always pause, take a break, or we can just switch things up. Basically, your well being is the priority. So, next time we meet, we can continue to build on these techniques and maybe explore how they might apply to other areas of your life. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
I'm glad to hear that. You're doing great, and we'll continue to work together at your pace. Take care of yourself this week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.